Hey guys, what's going on? It's Sorful here. First and foremost, guys, I hope you all had a great holidays and are having a great start to your New Year's. I wish you all the best for 2022 and moving forward. And with that being said, guys, in today's video, we are going to be going over my latest DMT or MMT Magical Miracle Time results. And yeah, this took place on December 26th, 2021. I'm now finally able to do some voiceover commentary for it. So what I decided to do this time around, I know I gave you guys a preview, so to say, of what I was trying to work on currently in my account, which was my two bossing mules, my hero and my demon slayer. But what I decided to do was I actually spent 1.65 bill in the Pink Bean Meso shop, the event Meso shop, and I bought a bunch of those symbols, the droplet stones rather, and I decided to make a glove. I had enough of the butterfly droplet stones from Lucid to create the glove, and I wanted to make the glove because I figured it'd be a good thing to throw any excess cubes or flames on in the meantime. And as you guys could see, it went up to legendary fairly quickly, thankfully. And I decided to do this right before Magical Miracle Time, or DMT, Double Miracle Time, because I wanted to get it up to legendary for relatively cheap, which, ended up working in my favor. Now, I know that this took away 1.65 bill Meso that I could have used on having extra cubes for my bossing mules. But at the end of the day, guys, my main is still my main. It's still my main priority. And so that's why I took the hit. And instead of having like 5 or 7 bill, I can't remember which one, I ended up having 1.65 bill less, and in return I was able to have an arcane glove that I was able to get up to legendary. So let me know what you guys think of that decision I made. It does suck that I had to use Meso to buy the droplets, because I had already used all my black beans on the Eternal Rebirth Flames, so I didn't have enough droplets through that method. So again, I just bit the bullet and you spent, a good 1.65 bill on the droplets to make sure I had the glove. I'm pretty happy with it. I did get it up to legendary. Hindsight, I kind of wish I would have maybe just went for the weapon. But I do have the fake Umbra bow that I can use if I ever wanted to temporarily use that for 5-piece. But yeah, currently, as you guys could tell based on that sentiment alone, I am trying to work on getting arcane equips on my Wind Archer. I'm at that point where I don't want to use any extra resources moving forward on my Absolab gear. I have them all at pretty good flames. The flame score on most of my stuff is at about 100, with a few things, peaking above that even. But yeah, I'm not going to use any more resources on my Absol gear. I'm just going to keep them as, mediocre 2 lines, 20-23% stat, because I plan on replacing them fairly soon with arcane equips. So why waste that extra resources when it could be saved and, possibly used elsewhere on my account that'll net me bigger, better gains. Which brings me back to kind of what I decided to do overall for this Double Miracle Time. And I'm pretty happy with the results that I got on both my Demon Slayer and Hero. To be honest, I got most of the things that I needed and wanted to get up to legendary. So no complaints necessarily in that regard. Of course, I was cubing here for tiering up, not for stat. Since then, since a week has passed, or over a week has passed since this Miracle Time session, I did go back on my Demon Slayer and my Hero and touch up their potentials just to get it to 2 lines. I didn't care what 2 lines it was. For example, my Demon Slayer has, 15% strength on a legendary equip. So it's like 9% all stat and 6% all stat or something like that. So yeah, I have some really bad potentials, but I just wanted to get two lines of stat on all of their equips, just so that they're able to, do their weekly bosses that they're able to do relatively comfortable. I don't want to be struggling too much. Speaking of which, my Demon Slayer is now actually able to somewhat solo CRA at least 3-door. Seavel takes way too long. I don't care to fight him for the whole 20 minutes. Not that I can't, I just don't care to fight him for that long for 40 mil. Not worth my time at this point in the game. When, farming and training on my Wind Archer for 20 minutes could probably net me a lot more than that. Actually, it does. It nets me quite a bit more than that if I recall correctly. But yeah, I'm not going to spend 20 minutes fighting Seavel, so I do 3-door on him. It is a struggle just because of my mechanics on my Demon Slayer. I still struggle a little bit. And for C. Pierre, it's kind of hard to use all my burst in time as soon as I notice that I'm the opposite color of him. It's a whole struggle. I think I'll maybe make a video what it's like bossing on both my Demon Slayer and Hero when they're both at the same amount of stat or relatively the same. Right now they're pretty close to each other after these gains that I made from the Miracle Time. Pretty happy, like I mentioned. I think I'll just go ahead and spoil it, to be honest. My Demon Slayer currently is sitting at about 10k stat. That is with link skills, about 9.3k without link skills. Of course, the only link skill that really matters in this regard is Xenon's 10% all stat or whatever it is. And as for my hero is sitting at about 7k strength. So 10k strength for Demon Slayer, 7k strength for my hero, and believe it or not, they both have relatively the same capabilities in that current state. The biggest thing hindering my bossing mules at this point is their secondary weapon. I don't have Princess Nodon on them, so that's kind of holding them back. And once I do Princess No, I'll have a better secondary weapon on them, and then I'll go ahead and cube that up for, you know, some decent lines, hopefully. But that's pretty much the biggest crutch for both of them right now. But besides that, guys, in this past week and a half since Miracle Time, I have been able to make some decent gains on my Wind Archer. I think I've gotten another 1k or so stat on it, as well as messed up one of my items as well. Yeah, I blew up my hat, unfortunately. So I need to get that back up to 17 stars once 5, 10, 15 comes around. But super solid gains. I've also hit level 240. If you guys aren't familiar with the community tab on YouTube, the community feature, I did make a post recently sharing with you guys that I hit level 240. It's super satisfying, super gratifying, and the pretty much the overall sentiment for that community post of mine was that I don't have any intentions of stopping. I do plan to hit level 245 at the very least, with level 250 being in my sights and being in my goal. I do want to hit level 250. I do think it'd be cool to make a what you get for hitting level 250 in 2022 type video, just kind of going over it and, you know, kind of reiterating my whole journey playing the game for as long as I have. So super stoked. Should be hitting 241 here soon. We do have that free Typhoon growth potion as well in the final leg of this current event, so that's going to be a free level up. Hoping I could use that to hit level 243 at least, but would be nice if I could use that to hit level 245 instead. We'll just see what level I could get to before I actually get that potion, because whenever I get my hands on those potions, guys, I cannot help but just use them. I don't know if I'm the only one like that, but I don't have the patience to just hold on to them until you hit the right level, which in my case would obviously be 249. So yeah, hopefully I'm at least 244 before I get the potion. And in other regards, yeah, it's been pretty fun doing the bosses that my Demon Slayer and Hero can do. It's a blast playing them, struggling, the whole 9 yards. I kind of went over all of this stuff in the previous video. And as you guys can see in this video, my luck was, I think, okay for Magical Miracle Time. It's been so long since I truly got to participate in one, so I'm not sure, or I don't remember, rather, what is kind of average for me. So for some items, I feel like I kind of got unlucky, and maybe for a couple of them, like 2 or 3, I feel like I got pretty darn lucky in terms of how quick it was to tier up. But yeah, overall I feel like my luck was just about average. You guys can be the judge in the comment section right below that like button. But I think that is gonna be all that I have to say for now. I do have more videos coming out for sure. The next one is probably going to be a deeper dive on my Wind Archer, and if not that, then it might be me grinding on a class while talking about some of the changes that are coming to KMS, because super exciting stuff is being revealed and released almost on a daily basis now when it comes to KMS, and things that we can expect soon-ish to GMS. Obviously, we know it takes that like 6-month period. But I'm super stoked for some of the changes I'm hearing, and honestly, I feel like sometimes maybe I've just been around through too much of Nexon's bullshit to be as picky as some of the other members of the community seem to be. But I think we have a lot to be grateful for when it comes to some of the changes that KMS are currently making, because at the end of the day, I feel like they don't need to necessarily make half of the changes they're making, and we're all still going to be playing the game, you know? I mean, we could complain all we want, but reality is MapleStory is a very unique and special game, especially to a lot of us, and we're not just going to quit cold turkey for, you know, some minor quote-unquote inconveniences. So I'm super grateful for some of the things coming to KMS. Lots to talk about in that regard. And yeah, that's probably going to be the next video, because I want to jump on it while my thoughts and ideas are still fresh, kind of give you guys my perspective on things, and maybe we can all learn to appreciate just a little bit more the effort that these guys are putting into certain aspects of the games. This is more in relation to KMS and as opposed to GMS. I think in GMS we do have a lot more flaws, but that's part of the whole thing, honestly. Hopefully the global MapleStory devs can at least do their best, continue to do their best to keep up with the Korean devs, and how they implement features into our version of Korea's game. Hopefully that made sense, guys. That's going to be all for this time. You guys can feel free to rock out and enjoy the rest of my magical miracle time cubing session. If you guys have any questions, if there's something I didn't cover, please let me know in the comment section right below that like button. But until next time, guys, stay calm, maple on, and I'll see y'all later. Have a great new year. Peace.
chasing colors.